your things, but not the frame. I kept the quiet, not the flame. And though the years have rearranged, there's one place I've never changed. It's not denial, it's not fear, just a space I hold sincere, a part of me that never healed, still hoping you'd appear. I left it open for a reason. Didn't lock it, didn't close. Not because I can't move on, but some feelings never froze. There's a light I keep inside, even when the world feels wrong. I left it open for a reason, in case you find where you belong. I've learned to dance in different rooms, to paint my days in softer hues, but still that hallway near my chest remembers where you used to rest. And maybe you won't knock again, maybe silence is the end, but I won't bore the door with pain, just in case you call me friend. I left it open for a reason, not for weakness, not for pride, but because some kinds of love don't need to run or hide. There's a seat that's still untouched, a warmth I never redesigned. I left it open for a reason, even if you never cross that line. Maybe that's what healing means, not forgetting but forgiving, keeping space not out of need, but as proof that we were living. I left it open for a reason, not to wait, just to believe that love, once real and gently held, deserves a place to breathe. So if you ever find the path back through all the in-between, know I left it open for a reason, not for you, but for the love that's always been. I kept the door closed, not locked, just enough for time to pass. But your name still lingers in the dust on every mirror I try to clean. And maybe healing's not forgetting, maybe truth just takes its time. If you come close, please don't rush. I'm not hiding, just unwinding. There's a version of me you never met. She waited quietly in the cold. You don't have to fix what's broken, just promise you'll hold it slow. If it hurts, it means it mattered. Let me tremble, let me speak. Not every wound is loud or bleeding. Some just need a hand to breathe. Unfold me gently, not all at once. This heart remembers what it lost. Trace the scars with tender grace. Don't erase, just hold the space. Unfold me gently, like I'm someone you won't replace. Oh, you don't need to have the answers. Just be quiet, just be near. In the silence I might tell you all the things I hid in fear. Unfold me gently, I won't run. Even shadows need the sun. Let me bloom where I've been bruised. I'm not asking to be used. Just unfold me gently, like someone you never meant to lose. We sat across the room. No words, just shifting eyes. But every breath between fell louder than goodbye. You didn't say you're leaving. I didn't beg you to stay. But silence wrapped around us, like we'd already walked away. The silence between us spoke louder than the pain. It echoed in the spaces where love forgot our names. No need for angry voices, no need for slamming doors. The silence between us already said it all. And more. I remember how it ended, not with fire but with snow. A coldness creeping slowly, where warmth refused to go. You looked right through my shadow. my chest. Not every wound needs shouting to leave a soul unrest. If we had said just one more word, would it have made it worse or less? The silence between us was all that we had left. I wrote you down in pieces, in pages I never sent. Kept the truth in folded corners, afraid of what it meant. Now I'm standing in the open, still unsure of what you'll hear. These words were never perfect, but they've waited through the years. These are half-healed words, they shake when they speak, still dressed in silence, still tasting weak. But every syllable knows what the heart always heard. This is not poetry, just half-healed words. You asked if I ever loved you. I smile like I didn't bleed, but somewhere in that stillness I buried what I need. Now I'm pulling back the layers that I've worn like second skin. Not to beg, not to fix, just to let the truth begin. These are half-healed words, fractured but sincere, echoes from a version that you were meant to hear. I won't dress them in beauty, they've already heard said my name so softly, like you were afraid it might break. I heard it clear but distant, like a wave I didn't take. I thought silence made me stronger, I thought waiting made it right. But now I trace your question in the shadows of the night. If I whispered back, would the world have changed? Would we still be dancing in the middle of the rain? I kept my voice behind the glass, too scared to let it crack. But I still wonder quietly, what if I whispered back? I carried all the almost in a heart that stayed unsure. While you gave me every opening, I just closed a quiet door. And maybe love was waiting on the other side of fear, but I froze inside that moment. Now it's all I ever hear. If I whispered back, would we still have time? Would you still be calling me yours like a lullaby? But I stood still, too full of lack, and now all I do is ask, what if I whispered back? Maybe silence was a choice, but I didn't know the cost. Now every echo of your voice reminds me what I lost. If I whispered back, not loud, just true, would it have reached the part of you that always knew? Now the moment's gone, but I still track that quiet, fading crack where I should have whispered back. I almost said your name in a moment that felt almost true, but then a glance, a tone, a frame, and suddenly I almost said your name. It's been months since you were here, but some echoes never disappear. They stay in words I try to tame and slip through lips like silent flame. I almost said your name like a ghost I couldn't hide. It caught me in between the present and the time we died. No one else could hear the ache, but I felt the tremble in my flame when I almost said your name. You're not in my phone, not in my songs. I've done my best to move along, but healing's not a perfect game. And tonight I breath, a word, a quiet shame. I almost said your name like a reflex from before. It tasted like a secret I don't carry anymore. But my mouth still knows the shape of what my heart won't dare to frame. So I almost said your name. Maybe some names live too deep in the corners where we sleep. Not to haunt, not to blame, just to whisper like a flame. I almost said your name, not to call you back to me, just to slip a soft remain of who we used to be. It's not love, it's not the same, it's just the shadow of the flame. When I almost said your name. I passed the street where you first said this could be something more. Now it's just a quiet corner, but my heart still checks the door. We left the lights on in some places, pretending we'd return, but time doesn't lock the doors we leave, it just lets them slowly burn. These are rooms we never closed, echoes on the hallway floor, photographs we never moved, air still warm behind the door. We said goodbye but didn't fold, the feelings we forgot to hold. Now I walk alone through rooms we never closed. Like porcelain, I never tried to clean it out, afraid it might begin again. I changed the sheets, repainted walls, but some things never fade. Your laughter in the kitchen light still lingers in the shade. These are rooms we never close, windows crack, the silence grows. They remember what we chose. We moved on, or so it shows, but part of us still softly glows inside the rooms we never really closed. Not every ending needs a slam, some doors just stay ajar, and some hearts never really leave, no matter where they are. These are rooms we never closed. We walked away but never locked. I still return on quiet nights to everything we left in shock. And though we've both outgrown the rose, I still feel you. cried out loud. I never called your name. But silence held the pain like fire without flame. He never saw the breaking, only how I stood so still. But I was folding slowly behind a smile, behind the will. These are wounds that waited quietly, never begged to be unmade. They just curled beneath the surface, soft but never fully swayed. You didn't hear them call, but they were always part of me. These are wounds that waited quietly. There were nights I almost told you, but the words would never land. So I tucked them into silence and held my own hand. Not every bruise turns purple. Some are hidden in the light. Not every war is over just because we stop the fight. These are wounds that waited quietly, never asked to be erased. They lived in half-said sentences, in every breath I misplaced. They never asked for rescue, just a little room to be. These are wounds that waited quietly. Now and then I trace their shape, not to bleed, but just to know that I survived what wasn't spoken. That healing sometimes starts slow. These are wounds that waited quietly. You touched them with your eyes, didn't ask for explanation, just let me breathe and not disguise. And in that hush I found release, not in answers, just in peace. From wounds that waited quietly. all the lights, but you were in the dark, in the shape my pillows held, in the hush before the spark. I changed the locks, I burned the notes, I tried to clear your trace, but memory's a quiet ghost that doesn't need a face. Oh, how you lingered like perfume in the air, like whispers in the hallway when I thought no one was there. You never really left me, just moved into the still. Oh, how you lingered, and maybe you always will. I said your name in silence just to see if it still stung, and there it was, so gentle, like a song I never sung. I don't dream you with regret, but I don't sleep untouched. You're not the wound that's bleeding, you're just the one I clutch. Oh, how you lingered in the pauses of my day, in the songs that never meant to, but somehow sound your way. You're not in every moment that haunt the quiet thrill. Oh, how you lingered, and maybe you always will. It's not love, it's not a tether, but it never let me go. You live in spaces just between what I admit and what I know. Oh, how you lingered in the corners of my breath, not quite gone, not quite here, but never truly left. And though I walk a different road, you follow soft and still. Oh, how you lingered, and maybe you always will. It didn't hit like thunder, no crash, no pouring rain, just a wave beneath the surface that whispered through my veins. You never raised your voice, I never turned away, but somehow I was sinking a little more each day. It felt like drowning softly, wrapped in something warm, like losing breath in silk. Not panic, just a storm. I didn't fight the current, didn't beg to reach the shore. It felt like drowning softly, and I didn't mind to be held or to be found, until I felt the silence pull me gently down. It felt like drowning softly, no edges, just the blur of every word I didn't say and every line you never heard. I floated in the quiet where the ache became the shore. It felt like drowning softly and wanting less but feeling more. Maybe love's not sharp or sudden. Maybe pain can taste like peace. Maybe letting go just happens